Obviously, this means a little extra for you to be able to come here in your first regular season game and get a win and even spin around and talk to the folks who used to cheer for you all the time after making that big quarter three. How good does it feel?
Super special. I told them earlier after shoot around, we better get this win tonight. But yeah, no, it's always good to win, especially at your old stomping grounds. So I'm glad we got the dub today.
We talked about it this morning. Like Charlotte, regardless of the position they're in, they're going to keep coming, and they definitely did. What did it take to hold them off?
Uh, I mean, when you go, like I said earlier, whenever you got LaMelo on the floor, Miles, they're never out to fight because he gonna play to the end. He's a scrappy guard. He look for the three. So kudos to them, and they keep getting better. So I like what they're doing over there. But he's a better team tonight. We wanted to play physical, and wanted to take care of business. That's what we did.
And down the stretch, how critical was it to kind of stay in that first layer of the offense and just get it to 22, let him do his things?
Facts. Yeah, just trusting it. Just trusting. We know what happened first time out. We weren't giving, he our anchor. We weren't giving him the rock. And, he got it tonight. And special things happen. We just play off of him, play off of Bam. Everything else be special for us.
Uh, that's all fun, but I feel like for us, it was getting stops at critical moments. When they would make a run, we would get a couple more stops to give us a cushion. I feel like this game was really handled on the defensive end.
And it felt so team oriented. Obviously you're going to be the tip of the spear on defense. Jimmy's going to do his thing on offense, and you guys are following all those things. But 30 plus assists for your made shots, guys in different spots on the floor. Alec getting his first opportunity and knocking down shots, and just felt like everybody had a little fingerprint on this one. Same from your perspective.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like everybody had an impact. Like I said, I feel like all of us, we're going to look at the offense, but I feel like respectfully, all of us did our job on the defensive end.
Not to overstate game two of 82, but how good does it feel?
It felt great to get a W in the win column, and that's what we're looking to do. Keep tallying these wins.
Get right back in tomorrow. It's another one of those forever days as we go to those Western steps and put in the statue for Dwayne. Have you been able to wrap your mind around how amazing that is for him and the organization?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I feel like he should have had it as an active player, but whatever. That's just because I'm a fan of him. But I feel like it's a great opportunity not only for the team, but the city, the community, to really witness somebody who's put their blood, sweat, and tears into a franchise and a community, and to have that moment of immortality. Whenever people walk past the Heat Arena, they're gonna always see D-Wade.
What's most satisfying in being able to turn it around and do the things that you all have been working on throughout camp and preseason and apply them to tonight's victory?
Honestly, just doing all of that and it resulting in a win. That's the reason that we all play the game. Just happy to get one in the winning column.
I know you probably want to knock down a few more of those free throws, but when it's nip and tuck time and you had to step to the line and do it, how nice is it to seal it with the way that you play?
Man, it's good. I wish I would have made all of them, but I think I got some work to do. So back to the lab for me.
When you think about the second group, everybody kind of did just a little bit of everything. I know Jaime scored a little bit plus a rebound, but how nice is it that each person was able to put their fingerprints on the game when you guys were trying to take control?
I mean, we've been talking about that as a whole, that everybody can do everything incredibly well. And it could be anybody down the stretch that's scoring, that's making the plays. But more than anything, down the stretch, we got some key stops.
Jimmy, it seems with all this ball movement, playing at pace, shooting threes, you got back to your game and what you did. If you had a mismatch, you went into the post, you took your guy there. How important was it for you to sort of get back to being more of who you are in that kind of game?
I got to say like that, but we all do. When there was a mismatch, we talked about getting that individual the ball and letting them attack. Could be me, could be Tyler, could be Terry, could be Bam, could be anybody. I think my guys did a great job of that.
And how important is it to sort of keep that a part of the team's game? We hear about the threes and the pace and everything, but that's what you do well. That's what Bam does well. And it seems like in the second quarter, when you came around, you both got back to who you are.
We got to always remember who we are and what got us to this point. And that's what's going to help us win games. As long as we continue to be who we are as a basketball player, I think the squad, I think the coaching staff and the organization definitely believes in us. I think we've got to clean up the defense rebound a little bit, but all in all, it's a win, so we take it.
I mean, it's a key emphasis, in both games we've played so far. Really throughout the preseason, we've wanted to, first force turnovers, get out in transition, good defense leads to easy offense for us, and we want to try to make that our identity as much as we can this season.
You mentioned on the audio experience, we appreciate you having you in both locations tonight, that it's just nice to be able to get the win, right, after the way the things went down on the opening night. What was it about the work that you all did in practice yesterday, shoot around today, that ended up rolling out on the floor?
Just continuing to build good habits. We want to keep starting the games on the defensive end, continuing to, be disruptive, force turnovers. The last 2 days, after Wednesday, the home opener in Miami, we really watched film. We practiced and made sure that tonight wasn't the same thing.
How big were the contributions you got from your reserve crew that maybe you didn't have the other night? Alec coming in and not even letting the ball touch his fingers before he lets it fly. Jaime getting assists and rebounds. Like, it just felt like everybody did a little bit of something to help out.
We're a really deep team. Even AB didn't play opening night. He came in tonight, and he's a pro's pro. He knows how to stay ready, and that's what this league's all about. I haven't seen AB miss a corner three all preseason or training camp. I call him a corner pocket, so he's ready to shoot.
It's good to see Jimmy get back to doing what he does. And how much easier does it make it on you guys when he's getting to the paint and drawing attention like that?
He's our guy. We follow his lead, and anytime he's on like he was tonight, it's just the energy and the activity that we follow, and we've seen it tonight, and that's what we need from him.
Well, our disposition, physicality, the efforts, that was much better. Throughout the course of the game, we flow in and out of rhythm offensively, but our activity level defensively was pretty consistent all the way through. The only thing I thought we really could have done a much better job with would be on the glass, but the disposition, like I said, was much more to our standards.
Jimmy, just what he did late in that game, taking control.
Yeah.
Free throws, generating shots for others, scoring on his own.
Yeah, I mean, that's such a great lesson for, all the players in this league, but especially for our guys, our young guys. Efficiency. You can stem the tide of a run on the road by getting to the free throw line. Just, just take away so much momentum. And he's so patient, in knowing how to attack, how to get in the paint, how to draw fouls, use the physicality, to get to where he wants to, but also to make the right plays too. He found guys, at the right moments, found AB there in the fourth, found Tyler, we got jammed up. But that's a great luxury we have where you're going to get, the right play, going down the stretch.
Their comeback, is it just a matter of because of their rebounding, because of their threes, they're just going to be a factor that way, or were there things you didn't do
Well, it's
after
not like
getting
we're
up
up
14?
20. I mean, we're up
14.
Yeah, but this league, just check any game at any given time. These leads evaporate. We missed some shots. We had a couple of turnovers during that, and then they knocked down 2 threes. I called a couple timeouts I called a timeout right at the beginning of the quarter. But the most important thing is, we gathered ourselves, executed down the stretch, and got the stops when we needed to.
Oh, it's still early, you're still working through things, but what went into this late outage tonight? What do you like about his
He's such a pro. You hear that term tossed around so much in our league, but he is a pro's pro. He's professional. He's ready. He stays prepared. He's smart. He knows how to fit in, and he's got a great skill set too. He can knock down open shots. He gets to open gaps. But he also can handle the ball, so he can be a secondary handler for you. And he's big, so defensively he fits into the things that we do.
Charlie, before the game, talked about playing at speed is not only full court, but in the half court, making your movements quick. It seemed like Tyler was really bought into that and is highly energized always.
Yeah.
How much does that help that he's sort of a given with energy?
Yeah, I think that's a great point that he made because, pace is not just 94 feet or a fast break. which Tyler gives you that, but it's pace and movement, the nonstop activity offensively. Tyler's been very intentional about moving without the ball, but also being really assertive on his catches. I thought some of his drives were great, straight line drives. Made some great plays. That play to Bam before they called the timeout for the dunk was a great play to set him up for an easy one. And then, the three. I still would like to see him. He's such an amazing shooter. I'd like to see him get double digits every game, particularly half-court execution threes. He's too good of a shooter to leave some of those on the table, but he's really matured. His decision-making, his strength, you can see it. All that stuff is just continuing to get better.
We talk about players trying not to overdo it in their homecoming, but a dagger three-pointer by Terry, was that sort of the perfect capper for a guy who comes back his first time as an opponent, and what it meant for you guys?
Yeah, and it meant a lot for him, and we wanted to acknowledge that. He had some great years here. That's why we respected him so much. He was like kind of a heat killer in those games. And it's always good to see, somebody, play well and get the win. On their former home court, but he did it within the context, of what was going to impact winning. He wasn't pressing, he wasn't trying to do too much, and that was a big three. They were starting to come back and make a run and really make it interesting. That three, kind of really settled things down.